Flash almost immediately. Decay, you can see that damage is going to be building it up and building it up and building it up. So potent, TP's into the back, but actually falls behind the wall. I don't know if that was intended, and it gives them an opening. They didn't have the damage, the constant onslaught coming their way, and Mag and Decay are taken out. Cleared out Macedo when he was trying to punish the remake. Fury gets him, but Fury's probably going to be taken straight out of it as well as he's being chased down into the corner. That is going to be an early opening there for the Atlanta Reign.
Big punish on Washington Justice, and their attempt
built up though. Iris lets it loose. Hawks just trying to dodge and juke a lot of that damage going their way, and look at that. Gator's Earth Shatter getting maximum value, finding the opposition. And it should be an easy cleanup for them. Takado is going to be dodging and juking, trying to break the ankles as well with the Sim TP. Find his off angles to try and get that damage in. Shield's pretty big. Now you see the Sim wall come up and swinging away right into them, cleaving through them. The Immortality Field not good enough. Charge into the back line. That's Gator. Not going to be getting that kill though, and it is going to be the win here for the Washington Justice, committing that sound barrier in the process to carry them right over the finish line for it.
And a much earlier sound barrier, like you said, from closer compared to Massa. Just not in control of the point again.
Yeah, the concept of choke points is almost non-existent when you're playing against a Sim. The teleports come through, and you see the swinging come through. That is a great Earth Shatter from Mag. Connects onto the two of them. Fury lays down the bomb. It's going to be the counter bomb come out though as well. Bebe and Mag actually falling in this fight. Fury potentially going to get demeched as well. He is indeed turned around. The Atlanta Reign finding the opportunity in this fight, but not for much longer. Fury with just a little pistol blasting away at the opposite. Damage from the side, the rotation up around. They're going to flip the point all the way around, and they actually take out Hawk. So opting to give up the point to try and turn the fight into a 5v6. Fire Strike almost available. Gator wants to lay down the Earth Shatter instead, and he catches it onto Assassin. Not enough to bring him down though. Assassin back into the fight, uses the Ice Block to stay alive, and with that Sim wall, gives them the mitigation they need to stay in this team fight. Decay cannot be stopped as well when he gets going. Just rinsing through the opposition. And they're going to flip that point over. Now the Arena are going to be able to stall this one out. You can see that the Ice Wall as well being used by Pelican just to try and tick it over as much as possible. Swinging away, Mag has the Earth Shatter. Just trying to avoid being frozen right now. Lays it down off onto the side. Gator.
Great play.
Brought to his knees, and that is a wonderful play because it's 96% and counting. Only a couple of players from Atlanta can really afford to touch this one. Massa will just about get onto the point to keep that overtime going. Sim straight across as well might give them a bit of damage mitigation. Going over to the stall characters now, you can see Gator on the Hammond, on the Wrecking Ball. Still staying alive, still keeping it going, but the way the Washington Justice have set up this fight, feels like it's just going to be, again, inevitable for them to try and win this one. Takado being pressured. Boop off to the side. Not enough to take him out. Oh, that sound barrier as well. Just filthy on top of it. No one's going to be dying on the side of Washington Justice. That is going to be the round going their way. Nice showcase of skill. Matters not in the moment. The teams are just clashing regardless. And Pelican is going to be going down. That's the icicles from across the map. Edison, though, returns fire straight away. Takes him out. Closer also getting brought down. And the fight continues now. The Atlanta Reign with a bit of a favored advantage. Still, the Matrix is built up momentarily, and now Iris wants to let down his. No one wants to give away the positioning onto this point, but that Fire Strike right through the window. Oh, it burns right through them.
That's a
killer. To withstand it.
No, there's no way you come back from that. All of your healing gone from the...
On both of these, McCree's using a Deadeye to speed boost around the corner, trying to find it. Not going to be happening, and that is going to be the Earth Shatter from Gator. Not sure if it was cancelled or what, but he didn't get anything done with it. And now that's the return fire from Mag. Obviously, no Reinhardt shield in the way. It's a freebie for him. No MTD just yet. And Pelican are going to be using his Molten Core to clean up a couple of the positionings onto this point. The Justice, though, are winning out this team fight. A bit of a mistake there from Decay, just wandering into the lava. It's going to be taken out. Sound barrier from the Justice. They realize they have to invest into this to win it, and that is going to be the Amp Matrix used in an unwinnable scenario. Unfortunate, they thought that they could turn that one. The Justice, though, just about getting the point.
Objective, taxiing players forwards.
They just
and as they have 6 players available, Massa has the ult that they need to be able to hold on to this.
Yeah, sound barriers traded from both the teams. See, now they can take this fight. Edison, the Deadeye, round the side. Oh my word, I think that was partly set up by Massa as well, with a bit of a boop onto Mag potentially. What a play. Monstrous work there from the Atlanta Reign, 95%. Self-destruct onto the point there from Fury, but pressured and pushed out of position there, as Hawk will seal this one out.
Yeah, this is desperation time for the Justice. They're trying to touch. Atlanta have everything in their favor. No shield available as well. And Atlanta Reign, they draw us back level. Big play there from Edison with the 3 teams.
Clashing into one another. And if we didn't see a change in pace from the previous one, a change in the compositions on the last section of Busan, definitely not going to be seeing it here. Immortality fields come through, but no one was really dealing with Edison there. Fury, I'm not sure what happened to him there, was kind of just looking in the other direction for a moment.
Have Lucio escort you back. Edison has been getting the better end of Decay in these team fights. It's unusual, but it's been happening.
Decay TP to the high ground, but I think he got pulled back down with the hammer swing of Gator. The pressure is on though still. Despite the fact that they got that early pick off, it's not over just yet, but that Fire Strike snipe, the Shatter comes through, and that's going to be Fury down. Magdo returns it straight away. That's going to be the Fire Strike right through and swinging away that Hawk can't get back into that mech, the counter pin. And it brings down Gator, makes him vulnerable, not holding up that shield.
A lot of ults to be able to work with here as well.
Not wasted any time.
With the Blizzard.
Straight away. Yep, that's going to be the ults being used. The Immortality field comes through. Bit of a dodge there, that Earth Shatter, but not for the rest of the team. Mag's going to be obviously cleaning up the rest of his team right off the back of that ultimate. And yeah, the pace, the speed is ridiculous.
It is. They want to get as...
They're out of their line of sight. That comes through now with the self-destruct over the top. Will not get that kill that they were looking for. Closer with that sound barrier. Only catches onto 4, and it's given them the advantage. It's flipped over in their favor. The Atlanta Reign with this Blizzard as well. They're going to get the kills coming through. Kill feed just lighting up. Red on the left-hand side. That's what you want to see if you're an Atlanta Reign fan. And they're going to flip the point over.
Yeah, these picks on Decay early on, though, are what's Matrix, but now he's just going to be harassing them in the back, and Atlanta Reign, they forge forwards. Ignore Decay.
Push Matrix onto the high ground. What is happening here? The pin down now. Fury's going to be removed from the fight, and that is going to be brutal for them. The Washington Justice unable to withstand that, and the Atlanta Reign taking away.
See whether Decay decides to fire back. There's one set up. They're going to go for the high ground.
Yeah, so they actually wait for them to leave the high ground, and now it's going to be flipped on its head there. Decay going to be trying to take these off angles, maybe able to get that kill onto Iris. So close to it. It's Bebe who connects the kill in the end. Counter charge and counter pin from both the Reinhardts sends them flying right onto their backs. And they've got more than enough damage to try and clean up these players. There's a little read there from the Justice actually recognizing how are we going to be winning that one. Yeah, and no one's really spotted Assassin, who's off onto the side. And Matrix, that's going to be the Blizzard used right on top of it, so they can't really be firing through it whatsoever.
Immortality field was so late from Iris, it couldn't catch Gator, and that's the whole of Atlanta just getting blank.
Nice little icicle there from Assassin as well. And yeah, final contest going at this point. Blizzard's laid down as well. They seem like they have a pretty good idea of how they want to take this one. As the self-destruct goes over the top, Mag was saved only just for a moment there by the Immortality field. But as that falls, Mag will go down as well. Nice little ice wall just to block off the damage coming in through on that self-destruct. Atlanta Reign get the defense there just before checkpoint A gets so low, just backing off around the corner and no casualties on either side.
Yeah, this is weird. Assassin has not found the opportunity to go for his Blizzard. Now it is, and this is what you were talking about earlier, Bren. The Symmetric Teleport just makes that ultimate so much more difficult to get value out of.
Yeah, when you can swap up the positioning just like that in an instant still. An even fight, and they want to commit to this. Closer ends up using a sound barrier. Can they even fight into this though? With the Amp Matrix, it's going to be doing so much work towards them. They're pushing around the corner, but Fury not in the mech. Unable to stop it. The ice block is just an attempt to put it into the overtime here as Assassin wants to try and stay alive, but will not be happening. He's bursted down from high. Now, no one able to touch, actually. That was going to be close's job. Stopped just short of checkpoint A.
Also just contesting the objective, and this drags Fury down to the floor, and the rest of Washington with them. Something that the Washington Justice never did when they were attacking. And Mag has just been destroyed. The position plays so much better for Atlanta.
Yeah, a late Immortality field. Just Mag brought down. And off the back of that teamfight win, yeah, that's going to be them winning it out with an ult advantage. Justice just trying to play out of it. Yeah, Assassin has to use that ice block, but look at that. Pelican, perfect placement of the ice wall. Still not quite, actually. Bebe was able to get a bit of an angle to put the damage through, but I don't think it's going to matter. The way this teamfight has gone, the way it's dragged itself out as the cart steadily moved forward. Gator dropping a bag as well. That is just disrespectful. but you'd expect nothing less from the Atlanta Reign.
I love it. Just getting in the rookie's head early on as well. Mag has been going toe-to-toe with Gator the whole time, but he got obliterated there. That is not even a map. Completely flipped. Mag moving his way over. There's Decay.
Wow.
Fighting against both of the snipers. I mean, he ends up just getting ruined. And Assassin has not had a large enough impact. He's still doing some damage, though. The damage moves onto him is going to get him closer and closer to that duplicate form. But he's not really applying pressure to Kai. He's playing scared.
Yeah, fair play to Kai as well. I mean, he's just completely squaring up to that amplification matrix, builds up the Bob. The res is not going to be denied here. Kai still needs to stay alive, trying to play with the rest of his team, but that's the damage coming in from Assassin. Point almost getting counted up as well. Someone needs to try and touch this one now, as with that supercharger, nobody can really stop them. Taken out of the duplicate, and Assassin pushed back as well. 4 minutes, 45.
Normally see from teams when they attack is that they path around the left to try and push Mag Decay away, but instead they're just going straight up the gut.
Yeah, Dragon comes through. They got enough space to get that res off as well. Fury right up into the sky. The Gravitic Flux sends him straight back down again. So low. Accretion going to be missing there. Just about dodging it. For the Atlanta Reign right now, they're looking to try and push out this tank line that's just being a nuisance, just peppering them from the side. Genji on Assassin to try and contest this one. Pelican eventually falls. Assassin's so low, though. If he peeks out for a second, he's going to get demolished. Finally receives some heals. Dashing right in, trying to combo up with the Halt there to try and build up the blades, but not really doing too much damage to them.
This is the definition of comfort picks. Assassin moving over to Genji. Maybe then Assassin swaps off and you've just had a decent little space of a couple of minutes.
Certainly might.
Here they go.
Mana boost now. Here we go. Into the blade. Coach Gun not enough to escape it, and that is Assassin ripping through them, slice and dice. Oh, wonderful mechanics at the end there to get that dash into the melee.
And that's why he's playing Genji, because he's good at it, right?
Decay, though, he's got one in his hands, and now with that Halt pulling them forwards, looking for it. Big Gravitic Flux actually catches onto a bunch of them, but Pelican takes out Assassin. No more damage coming through from the Hangzhou there. Pulse Bomb laid down onto the ground. A lot of it getting aided up there. I believe the shield actually taking a bunch of the damage up. Decay trying his hardest. Might be able to get this kill, but no, falling so low. The Amp Matrix off into the side as well. Pushes them away from the point, so they can't even contest it. So a minute's in early enough that they have done a lot of damage to that one ult. You can see it's so low. One more try shot, that'll do the trick. Need to take out that turret, though. Now the Gravitic Flux straight up into the air. Gator did not have the fortify. Maybe he did at the final moments there to avoid that damage, but Bob across the point suddenly means that they're all just going to be pushed into the one angle. Kai's still alive, takes out Fury, but this time it's looking a bit more promising now for the Justice when they've got the double Orisa on the battlefield. Rolling forwards with the Battle Cattle and the beam of Assassin. That's nicely done. Pelican removed, taken out. Needs to get rid of that pesky turret as well. But inevitably, finally, the Justice get their opening.
Yeah, they got it in the end. It started with a Sigma pick, and they were very slow to be able to capitalize. But they eventually try to drag it out.
There's the Molten Core. Wonderful counteract to it. The dynamite damage as well off onto the side. That means the Immortality and the Supercharger is down, but they have to wait around this corner. Gator is so low. And look at it. He's being pressured from almost every single angle. The beam. That's enough damage, and Gator goes down. The res was bought in space of it, so Iris back into this fight, but those sticky bombs are menacing. Look at that. Massa goes down. Decay still on the fight. And Bob onto the point just gets burnt down straight away. Not able to contest this one, so the Justice have got their positioning. Now they just need to close out the fight, Josh.
Mag extended a little too far into the defender's spawn there, unfortunately, and Gator and Iris responding with their ultimates. An enormous amount of damage coming out from these respawning players. And the Atlanta Reign, it looks like they're going to be able to hold on to this. Assassin, he's moved over to the McCree as the Washington Justice press all of their Qs. Oh, but I don't know whether it's enough. Assassin's doing his best, though. This is insane from the Echo.
Yeah, wonderful damage from Assassin, but Pelican back onto the Tracer. They need to clear these players out of these odd angles. Still rolling through. Mag so low off onto the side of the point here. The beam won't stretch the damage in time, but the tri-shot will finish off Hawk in the end. And the bodies are being committed right down to the dying breath. The res comes through. Valkyrie could not be stopped in the process. The beam coming down. Assassin on 8 health. That is ridiculous to survive that. But again, no one is dealing with Pelican. The one player that nobody took. Almost in the outskirts of their spawn. Yeah, these are stagger kills coming in thick and fast. Look at him just trying to find it. Pelican with the beatdown. Doesn't have the recall or the blink, but who's going to be able to touch? It's Decay on the Tracer. The res comes up on the Fury. An opportunity for the Justice here. As the Rain did overstep themselves ever so slightly. The Amp Matrix now coming down. It's Gator really in a precarious position. The Halt pulls them together into the accretion damage. That's more than enough. Assassin with the duplicate as well. They've got so much health now to try and take this point up. Gravitic Flux to push them away as they contest away, and this time Pelican will be taken out. So just like that, a bit of a weakness there. The Atlanta Reign showcasing that, okay, maybe. And look at this pressure again. Pelican wastes no time. He went right over the approach and he's just jumped straight onto him. They bait out the Fortify, they bait out the cooldowns, and they pounce on their prey. Decay up onto the high ground now. He's going to try and hit some heads to try and push them off. Otherwise, this is the series done and dusted. 20 seconds remaining, but it's not enough. Decay closer, and Assassin all falling one after the other. And there will be no resistance. The point capped up. GG's in the chat. The Atlanta Reign taking the clean sweep of the 3-0. What a performance from them.
Speedrun. An absolute speedrun from Atlanta. Smiles, of course, on the right-hand side of your screen. And frustration. For absolute unfiltered frustration there from the Washington Justice. It looks like their expectations were much, much higher than the performance they were able to exhibit within the game.